If you knew that you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do? Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning here today. Very interesting morning, actually. I got up early to come here. We're at Quarry Lakes Regional Park. I believe that's the name. I was doing a time lapse of the drive over, and when I got to the park here, I forgot to turn that setting off. So, as you probably saw, everything was in very fast speed. I also slipped down a little hill, got muddy, saw somebody who was fishing and told me, pay attention. He also fell and got muddy. Anyways, have a few things to share with you. And it's probably one of my, I don't know what would be favorite topics, but a topic that's been on my mind lately. And that is urgency of this life. I'm very happy to be out early again. My kids are on a 1-week break from school. Probably sleeping in right now. Which reminds me, some of you probably knew this, that 2 days ago, it was my birthday. Now, I would have to say it was pretty uneventful. I'm sure I make it this way. We were supposed to go to Newport, California to visit my aunt and uncle. But somebody in our family got sick, so we couldn't travel. So we ended up staying home. Plus, it was raining most of the week. So really couldn't do much outside. Surprised it's really sunny today, actually. So I remember a little bit of disappointment in my mind of not being able to go on this kind of birthday trip. And then I realized when I was having lunch with my kids on my birthday that thinking about the things that didn't happen or thinking about the things that I wanted to happen made me disappointed. And I realized here I am sitting with my kids, missing the moment. And I feel that a lot of us do that. That we're so busy planning something or expecting something, and we really miss this moment. Even on earlier today, on my drive over, I had my video on time-lapse, and I get out of the car and do my usual, we're here, this is where we are, this is what trail we're going to go on, and everything was on time-lapse. And then I fell in the mud, and then did a couple other shoots that were very beautiful. Then I realized that it was on time-lapse the whole time. And I was trying to get to this place to see the sunrise. That's why I left early. And even driving, I was like, oh, I'm running late. Maybe I'm going to miss the sunrise. You know, all this kind of crazy thinking. So as I'm thinking about this, the sun was rising. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll go back to the car and reshoot everything. I was like, wait a minute. It's already complete. It's already enough. The sun was rising. The birds were chirping. Cars were driving by on the freeway. It was already enough. Now, some of you know that I do the chanting requests for the Quantum School of Zen. So if somebody is sick or not doing well, having a hard time, or if someone passes away, they send an email. I receive this email and I send it out to the worldwide Sangha for chanting requests, kind of like prayers, I guess. And recently it's been really hitting me, especially the deaths. There was one email I saw about a young person who died instantly in a car accident. Another person in their 30s died of a heart attack. And when I see this, it reminds me that time will not wait for us. I was listening to something on the radio, and it was an interview with the mother whose daughter passed away. Now, this daughter was 14 years old. And this mother said that the middle of this daughter's life, the middle of her life was 7. I just heard someone recently say, I think they're around 49 or 50 years old. And they said, oh yeah, I got another 50 years to go. Do we really know that? Time will not wait for us. I'm always thinking if we knew we were going to die tomorrow, how important is all of this stuff we're grasping after? You often hear me say that there's nothing wrong with wanting something. It's just three things will happen. You don't get it, so you're dissatisfied. You do get it, but you can't keep anything in this life. Dissatisfied. We get it, and we want it to be different, or it's not enough. And I feel like we spend so much time in this realm, and we don't even realize what we have in this moment. I would say probably most of the people watching this video are in a pretty good situation. You know, I realize this right now. I'm in a beautiful area. The sun's out, birds are chirping, wind's blowing. Have enough food, have shelter, have a loving family. It's like we don't see what we have because we're chasing something. And I really think if we knew we were going to die soon, that we would have regrets. And we would have regrets because we didn't really see this moment and see what we have. I just saw this teaching from the Quantum School of Zen on their Instagram page. You can check it out. They have quotes from different teachers. This quote is from Zen Master Sung Song, and I want to read this to you. Don't be afraid of your sickness. At times, everybody is afraid of what will happen to their body. However, the only difference between human beings when it comes to death is go early or go late. So again, what is a human being? You must find this. Then when you die, your direction will become clear. Really like this teaching, especially about human beings, where I think there's all different kinds of human beings. And a lot of people are invested in this right now, judging people or comparing each other. But really, there's only two kinds of people: soon die, later die. And really, it puts everything in perspective. Sometimes when people think about death, they think it's pretty dark. I've even had people say, this Buddhism and Zen, it's so depressing. Soon you will die, life has no meaning. But for me, it's quite fulfilling. Because when I see the truth of our human condition, it wakes me up. And I find that I become more intimate with my friends, more intimate with my family in teaching Zen. And we all have that capability of seeing this reality, seeing the truth of our human condition. But I think a lot of us can't do it. It's very easy to talk about not taking things for granted or waking up to this moment. But the reason why we can't do that is because we are invested in ourselves. We are invested in our own ego. And this creates a disconnection from what's happening in this moment. So we grasp after things, which creates anger and frustration and fear, which we bring on to the rest of this world. So I think Zen Master Sung Song's teaching is very important. What is a human being? Because if that is clear, then your direction is clear. So I have a question for you. If you knew that you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do? Is this moment enough? Do you want something? And if you do want something, why do you want this thing? What is the most important right now in this moment? Those are my thoughts for the day. Let me know down in the comments if this video was helpful. Also, if this video wasn't helpful, you can also tell me that. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you very soon.